everyone. My name is Girigai. I'm the Senior Global Director and Lead for the Technical Advisors within Digital Solutions. It's a pleasure for me to be hosting this session. This is actually a fun session that I have been trying to do for quite some time, and we're doing 3 of them. We did 1 internal, and we're doing 2 more. One for this digital week, and we're going to be doing another hackathon in a couple of weeks. So, I wanted to do 1. Now I'm doing 3. So this was the plan, right? As you guys know, and if you saw my presentation yesterday, I was talking about how the world changed in 2020. And, no need to explain that again, but that's the reality. This was my plan to do this amazing hackathon, right? Now, this was the actual execution, right? Any of us, from our beds, from our kitchens, from our living rooms, writing code. And I can tell you that I was very pleased with some of the apps I actually saw as a result of this hackathon. And we actually ran the hackathon for a few weeks. Some people would say, Luis, a hackathon is just a couple of hours. Some people would say, hey, Luis, a hackathon is not more than 2 days. Well, given the situation we are, everybody's busy, not only with work, but also with life, especially through these times, we actually wanted to give it, even more time. So our main idea for this hackathon was not only to promote our product. Actually, I would say that was the very last idea here, but it was to show the power of low code, what you can do by spending a little bit of time, building applications with low code. Again, powered by HCL Domino Volt. Another thing that I want to take just a minute for, take the opportunity to do some publicity here. The hackathon is one of the many initiatives we're doing as part of the HCL Software Academy for Digital Solutions. You have seen that we're doing plenty of sessions. Every month we're doing at least, 20, 40 different technical sessions. And if my memory is correct, and I actually will have updated numbers for tomorrow, we have done close to 140 technical sessions, right? 140 technical sessions since we announced the Academy on June 1st. Close to 13,000 people have participated in these technical sessions. So again, the hackathon is one of the many things you will see as part of our Academy program. We did an internal hackathon. So these guys are the winners of the hackathon we did a couple of weeks ago. And I just wanted to take the opportunity to, recognize these technical advisors that they built amazing apps. And it was kind of funny because when they submitted the apps to the, review panel, part of the review panel were actually part of the people that have been working on Volt since day 1 as part of the development team. And they were surprised. They said, wow, I didn't know you could do that with Volt. So again, Bruno and Arnaldo, they are technical advisors in Latin America, specifically out of Brazil. They built an amazing volunteer app, and we will make that app available actually as part of the sandbox. We will open source it, so you guys will be able to take any code you like from that app and be able to develop your own app. That app, again, if you look at the design, it's like, wow, that's pretty cool. That app is actually responsive design, so you can use that app from your browser, from your tablet, and from your cell phone. The second winners, or the second set of winners I would like to recognize are Yumi and Chenping out of my China team. They built a pretty cool hotel online reservation app. Now, again, it's all in Chinese, so, I took a screenshot of the pieces of the app that actually have some English, so you can see what's going on here. But one of the most amazing pieces of this app is actually integrated with text-to-speech and with online translation services. So think about this. And I don't know that if you have been to China before. I have been there a few times. And again, every single time I go to a hotel and, the staff will speak English or, sometimes even Spanish. But think about this use case. The app will actually, so as you put all the information on the reservation and when you check in at the hotel, the staff, the receptionist of the hotel will click a button on the app and will read in Chinese and will translate in English or any other language for that matter, the details of your reservation. It will give you instruction. Like, for example, let's say you are in a Spanish-speaking tourist going to China. Again, you don't speak English, you don't speak Chinese. Using this app, or at least the prototype they wrote, when you open the app, you press a button, you select I want in Spanish, and then the app will read to you out loud all the instructions about the hotel, about your room, all of that in Spanish or whatever language they select. So again, you mean in Chengping, I know you are not in this session, so congratulations, you did an amazing job. And as I said, this app is going to be available in the sandbox, and we're going to open source it for you guys to look at the code. And the last app, not in that particular order in the way they win, but the last one is the one from Peter Kong. Actually, there is a typo on his name on the screenshot on the right. It's actually Peter, P-E-T-R. So Peter is one of the PAs on my team out of Europe, specifically in Czech Republic. And Peter actually did a pretty good job taking Volt to the next level and showing a complete sales kind of CRM type of solution built on Volt. Now, for Peter in particular, I'm not going to spoil you. I'm going to actually ask Peter to show you what he did and how he did it. So Peter, can you do that?
Yes. Hi. Hi, Luis. Thank you for inviting me. Let me share. Let me turn me. Yes. Yes. So during the hackathon back in May, I created an application for a company, Woodburn Studio, that is home decor and furniture company. And they use the application for gathering, managing, and tracking customer requests. A salesperson came from customer visit, and using this application and via a simple form, creates a request for product and sales specialist. As you can see, the form is pre-populated by date, my manager name, my name, and I can use all the features that Volt can allows me to use in creating live and nicely behaving forms. So in this special session, I will create a request for new chairs, and the company called Eclair, and the requests are two types. There are types of product or selling relative. They say they need presentation and video, and also technical and services related. They want chairs made from special wood and custom-made design. So now all I need to do is submit. Now the request is submitted to my manager, who is taken from the organization scheme. So it is dedicated just for me, assigned via open roles. The manager, Lucy, also received email notification, and once she click on it, she can approve the request. Now you can see I'm looking at the request as Lucy in a manager view. You can see the former fields are now gray out. She cannot modify them because I enter them, and now she has to assign specialists. The application itself help her to decide. So based on the product and product family, there are pre-populated specialists. So she can just check it, okay, it's fine, and assign. Now both specialists receive email notification that they have to take care about these requests. There is a deadline, and they can create updates continuously, and both requester and the manager knows the current situation, the current status of the request. I also created a table, special table that displays all the requests in a way that I want. It means you can see all your requests by default. As you can see, those are requests created by me. And with simple filtering and color coding, I can see at which stage the request is. First stage, submitted, assigned, or completed. Type of task I needed to do, whether it is sales quote or some service task or some product material. How much time do I have until the deadline arrives? Now I have 6 days. If it is passed, I am also noticed that the deadline passed. I can also do a filtering. So for example, show me all requests and filter by this product family and stage submitted. So those are requests that are submitted but not yet assigned to a specialist. During the coding, during this four-week coding, I used and I learned many useful techniques. And if this application will be available, you can learn from them as well. I used open roles. It means manager and specialist is defined per case, per each request, not in generic. I created a custom table in JavaScript, and I must admit I'm not a JavaScript developer, yet I was able in Volt and with Google search help create a nice JavaScript table that is populated from Volt table. I also use many hidden fields as it is common in Volt, and I created a special section that I hide and show based on the switch, and I transfer the switch status through URL, so it is consistent across all forms, across all pages. And I also created a binding between form and view. This is what maybe you can know from nodes development, where there is form and view, and I did it in Volt. So I differentiate whether I show form for viewing, for editing, or for creating a new request. And hidden behind the scenes, I also call external service. This is example how Volt can access external service. In this case, I call Central European Bank open service, and I ask for a ratio between US dollar, euro, and Czech crowns, and display the value in real time. So this is the application sales support, completely written in Volt, that helps me to do that. Thank you, Luis. Back to you.
Thank you, Peter. So Peter, a couple of questions for you. Question number one is, once we open source this application in our sandbox, how long do you think that, somebody that has very minimum Volt skills would need to actually build an application like yours, right, using some of your code? Because again, that's part of the value. We're going to make part of your code available, or all your code available. So how long do you think it's going to take someone to get an app as awesome as this?
Yeah. Let me tell you this. When I start developing with Volt, before that I knew Volt or Leap, and I created only a simple form, no magic, no JavaScript, no extension. Within 4 weeks, in just a spare time, so during evenings or weekends, I was able to do this app, and 60 or 70% was just doing design, cascading style sheets, designing look and feel, moving things there and back again. So within week or two, if I do not consider design.
Got it. Awesome.
Yeah.
And guys, one thing I can share about Peter is that Peter is one of my top technical advisors in Europe. So he's actually really, really busy every single day of the week, right? So the fact that he was able to build these, just spending a few hours here and there, it's pretty awesome. So Peter, thank you very much.
Thank you, Luis.
Okay, so if I can get presenter rights, please. And there you go. Okay, perfect. So as I said, we did an internal hackathon at HCL. We had, I don't know, close to maybe 60 or 80 people participating. It was a lot of fun, and we will do that again. And I don't want to kind of deviate the topic, but we have a couple of other hackathons in our mind right now. I'm going to be working with Jason Gary and our innovation team, and we're going to try to do more hackathons together. Now, let's go to the fun part. We have two winners today. The first winner, I'm very pleased to announce, and team, as you know, the moment that we're announcing, you can make him a promoter, a panelist or a presenter. So the first winner is Javier Sanchez from Spain. Javier, can you please, or team, can you please promote Javier to be a panelist?
Hi, everybody can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Javier. How are you?
I'm fine.
Awesome, awesome. So, Javier, congratulations on being one of the winners of the External Volt Hackathon. I understand that you didn't know Volt a lot, right? You just knew about it, maybe did some kind of one sample app one time, or tell me about your background with Volt.
Okay, the background is the same as everybody. Martin has a good work with the webinars, and maybe a few internal pet projects on my company, and that's it.
Okay, awesome. So Javier, tell us about you. Where are you located? You know, who you work for? You know, what do you have in your DVR?
Okay, I'm one of the owners of my company. Data 101 is based in Spain. We have 15 years of doing administration and development of Domino. And we help to our clients in Spain and in the north of France to maintain and develop his infrastructure in Domino and Node.
Okay, perfect. So you're basically transitioning from being just a Domino developer to someone that now can develop apps on Volt pretty easy. So Javier, what about you show us what you actually built?
I'm sorry?
What can you show us what you built? Can you do like a 3-minute, 4-minute demo of your app?
Of course. If I can share my internal Volt.
There
Guys,
you go. Yep, we can see it now.
The application I sent to this contest is Where to Work. It's an application.
So
yes?
I'm going to take this 1 second publicity just to say that you saw Volt in Spanish, and Volt is a multi-language platform as well. So just kidding, but yeah, sorry, keep going.
The entire designer is in Spanish and is well translated, so for me it's okay. And here we go with the application. The application is an evaluation of. It's a simple application. It's an evaluation of places where to work. You know, there are some platforms to evaluate restaurants and coffee shops in order to price to service. But this is focused on the experience of work within. So we have an example. We have here a splash screen, make it bold. Okay, this application has two integrations. One integration is with Foursquare. Foursquare is an enterprise who make data from all places in all the world and rate them. There has an API, and my application connects with this API with the integration of Volt, which is awesome. And the second integration is with Google Maps with JavaScript. Marty has some samples in the webinars. How do you do? And okay, let's go back to the application. If I choose. Okay. This in that button, we have consult to the Foursquare API and give me a list of restaurants and coffee shops in that city. Okay, this one I like. This get the coordinates and create a Google Maps. So I like this, so I'm going to rate. This is the photo is retrieved is the best rated photo in the platform in the Foursquare platform. So okay. So we have 5 parameters to rate: tranquility, the Wi-Fi quality, the availability of wall sockets, and the availability of tables to put your laptop and work with. Okay, right, and send your evaluation. Later, this data can be consumed for a domino, or maybe later with a Volt MX, with a Volt MX feature. Okay, that is my application. Do you know show something inside internal or?
No, that's okay, Javier. I think we only have 8 minutes, so I need to make sure that we go to the next winner. So guys, everybody, again, this app is also going to be open source in our Volt sandbox, so you will be able to see everything that Javier built. Javier, congratulations again. I will reach out to you offline so we can discuss your award, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So let me go back to my presentation here. Okay, and now I would like to announce our second winner. I think this person doesn't need a lot of introduction about who he is, but is one of our HCL ambassadors, and I'm very pleased to again announce that our next winner is, where is my mouse? Right here. There you go, Theo Hasselman. Congratulations, Theo. Can we make a Theo a panelist, please? Hey, Theo, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Are you for sure having now? Oh, we see you now. So, I was going to say that. Here. Where is your glass of wine? I already on my second, so congratulations.
Okay, great.
So Theo, we only have, I think, like 6 minutes. So can you show us what you did and, and why Volt was the right tool at this moment for you?
Yes, absolutely. How do I, okay, I'll start sharing my screen and let's directly dig into the application. You can see my screen now?
It's coming up. There you go. We see it now.
Okay, perfect. So it's about wine tasting, right? But remember, when you look at this application, really try to look at how different ways you can use it. It should be a product catalog. So let's launch it and let's see what happens within the app. Yeah. So this is the homepage. In the homepage, I can say, look, get me all the wines I tasted by vintage. So I click on the vintage, and immediately I get my data from 2006. So let's go to 2012, for instance, and I see all the wines I tasted from the vintage 2012. I got an interesting one here from Alto Adige, which is in the north of Italy. Yeah. When I click on it, I see all the details. This is a complex form. I can go to wine info, through tasting notes. I can see the label. I can see similar wines. When I click on wine info again, I can click on show on map. And it shows me in Google Maps, it shows me, look, this is Alto Adige here around Bozen. So let's go back. I can go into edit mode. I got 2 stages actually. I can go to edit mode, and of course you understand that now I can start editing things. I can say, look, this wasn't Italy, but it was from France, for instance. Then I got a different icon, whatever. All right. So let's go out of this, and let's see what else we got. So I'm going back to my home page, And let's do wines by type, for instance. When I select wine by type, I can say, okay, I got the reds from Argentina now. I want to have them from South Africa, and I prefer the whites from South Africa, and I see that they're all from Hermanus. Awesome region, by the way, in South Africa. Let's do one more thing. I'm going quickly because I want to show some technical things as well, if I've got the time. So this is a map of the world. Let's say I want to go to the USA, no, not Mexico, but USA, and I see all the wines I tasted from the region in North America. One more thing I want to show, and I know it's quick, but I don't have much time. So let's do some statistics here. And for the statistics, I used an external JavaScript library. Let's show the information by vintage year, or the top values first, so I immediately see which vintage years I tasted most. I can do by country, for instance, the top values, or alphabetically. I can do by type and do the top values. So it's all quite easy and quite simple, and it all works straight out of the box. I mean, it was really easy to implement an external JavaScript library. If you mind, I'll quickly go into edit mode of the application, just to show you a couple of things. So I still have time, I think, Luis?
Yeah, you have about 90 seconds.
Okay, good. So this is the home page, and on this home page, nothing really fancy happens. It's loading all the forms now. Initially, Luis said I had 10 minutes, so in the end, it's 5 minutes. So, I mean, oh my God, I prepared. So, nothing fancy here, except that I just got an event, and on click event, it says, look, set the filter vintage, set the filter to vintage and go to the form results. So on the result form, and that's the most interesting one, on the result form, I got all the different filters I can have. And based on this one, and based on the content of this filter, the others will be hidden and shown depending on what's there. So by a simple rule, I can say, look, show me the year if the filter equals vintage. Quite easy, right? Now, the only thing that happens here is when I change the year, there is an on-change event, which will just call a service. And the service will fetch the information and put it in the table underneath, where I got all my details. Okay? The tasting form, on the other hand, is more complex than that because it has all the information here. So it's a big form, and I wanted to reuse it. That's why. So the only thing I want to show in the end is my last 15 seconds. This is the statistics page where I just have my two filters at the top, and I have my results where I fetch my data. And here's my canvas, and the moment I select one of the items here, I just call a function I wrote, and it's called doStat, which will just transform the data and show the graphic in here.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Theo.
Yes.
Can I go back to being a presenter? Okay, and we only have, oops, wrong one, this one. So guys, again, one more time, congratulations to the winners, Theo and Javier. You did an amazing job. If you participated in the hackathon, you received a lot of emails from me and from your local mentors on how to access our Volt Sandbox, our Volt education through the Academy. If you did not participate in the hackathon, we will make sure that marketing or somebody from the local team, they reach out to you and they make sure that you have access to this environment. Our Volt Sandbox is open. It's open for everybody to register and start creating apps. And the moment you fall in love, and believe me, you will fall in love with Domino Volt, you can go ahead and talk to our teams about, making Volt available to your organization. With that, thank you very much, everyone, for joining this session. Thank you for those who participated. And again, congratulations, Theo and Javier. I will reach out to you offline for the award. Thank you, guys.